Hello, my name is Heather Moreno. This will be my teaching interaction number 1 for Family 445. I'm going to go ahead and just start with Chapter 1. In the chapter, it does discuss the purpose of family life education and that it is to help families build knowledge and skills to be able to function at optimal levels. And from a historical perspective, the first organized family life education system was through the extension system that was established in 1914. The purpose of the extension system was to aid in diffusing to the public and communities useful and practical information on subjects relating to agriculture and home economics. The overlying goal of the extension system was that if the home environment was enhanced, so would the community at large be enhanced. And I think that we find this principle to still hold true today. And that's one of the reasons why family life education is so important, as the proclamation states that strong families do develop into strong communities. Then the chapter also goes on to talk about the different educator approaches. There are different varied roles an educator can take when teaching family life education. The first one is the expert approach. The educator is the subject matter authority and has knowledge to impart to others. These programs are usually highly structured and there is a predetermined curriculum. The next role is a facilitator approach. These programs generally have no set agenda, and instead they let the participants lead the discussion and help to facilitate knowledge and learning among the group members. The collaborator approach falls somewhere between the expert and facilitator. The educator does bring specialized knowledge, but they do have a prepared agenda, but generally they allow the group to contribute to the different ideas and add to the knowledge. A critical inquirer approach asks questions of the participants and encourages them to use critical thinking to apply that knowledge to their life. The interventionist approach acts as a change agent through giving different exercises and having participants practice and follow up on those exercises. The eclectic approach uses all of the different approaches and incorporates them in different ways depending on the situation. The second chapter talks about how family life education focuses on preventative education rather than a therapeutic remediation approach. And then it goes on to talk about the 5 stages of developing a comprehensive family life education program. The first stage is that you need to do a problem analysis. And in that, you would identify the need or problem and establish your program goals. You would also identify theories and sound research to be able to find teachable ideas and principles that will incorporate both culture, expertise, and the experiences of the learners. The principles that you are teaching must also be proven to work in not just theory, but also practice. Then you would work on your program design. And in order to do that, you would find your target group or target audience. You would define your learning objectives. And once those have been completed, you would then move on to step 3, which is pilot testing of your program. Step 4 is you would have those who you pilot tested to do evaluations, and then you would revise the program to fit the needs. Then there is more advanced testing needed. And then the final step is dissemination, how you're going to put on your program, get the information out there. Then it does talk about the 8 different characteristics of a successful, strong, and sustainable program. They should be community-based and collaborate with many community partners. It should be a comprehensive system which includes the views of the individuals, families, and communities. It should include participants in the planning, delivery, and evaluation stages. They should be preventative in nature and also interface service and education, and also recognize and build upon the different skills of the participants. They should be developmentally appropriate and based on current research. They should be easily accessible to the participants and have a variety of delivery methods to meet individual needs. They should also accommodate they should be accountable to stakeholders and demonstrate a positive outcome for both the participants and to the community. And most important, I think this is definitely what can make or break a program. The leaders need to have a clear and strong vision. In other words, you have to believe in what you're teaching and to have it be effective. The last chapter talks about how important it is that you market your program. You can have great information, but if you don't have an effective way to get it out there to the public, you're not going to be doing any good. So it did talk about the 4 P's of marketing. That first one of them is your product. It should be your total package. It should be of practical importance to your target audience and tailored for a specific need. Positioning, you need to put out there to your participants why you should be interested in this, how it's going to benefit you. And then, of course, you need to be specific and clear on the price. The place that you have your program is important. That puts out an image out there for you. It needs to be accessible, safe, appealing, and professional. And then promotion. How are you going to promote it? How are you going to bring about public awareness? And that could be through flyers, through social media, through other organizations that you partner with. And then another successful way to market your program and to get information out there and also build your program is who can you partner with? Who is your public supporters, either in the government, or what are your community resources? What different policies are in place to help you? And then another thing is you need to know your budget and your funding sources. So these are all things that you need to consider when you are putting together a family life education. So I really think these were very helpful, and I'm excited to be able to plan my online curriculum using these concepts.